to make any layman to understand that if you know the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you already know everything. You don't need to specifically learn each and everything. Okay, you will ultimately know. So if someone is able to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, like as in Bhagavatam says, he has already done all the austerities, penances, he has given charity, he is learned on all the Vedas. So, but he is not able to recite any Vedic like stotra. And how can you say? He has already done in previous lives. But somehow or other there are some remnants so that he could not complete the quota so that he could go back to the Godhead. So for that he has again come back, and by taking the mercy and the opportunity here now, he again starts chanting the holy name of the Lord, and he starts practicing the devotional services. Or otherwise, there are many sinful persons. Even if you recite the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, okay, they are very reluctant to chant. Sometimes, even though they want to chant, they are not able to pronounce the entire Hare Krishna Mahamantra because of their grossly attached to this material world, and because of there are a host of sinful reactions which they have accumulated from birth in many births in memory. That's why they are not able to do. But one who has known the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who develops the unalloyed faith towards Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in the previous lives, he has already done so many pious works. That's why he is able to do now. So, and that's how when one goes to the Vaikuntha Lok or goes back to the Godhead, he doesn't need to do any endeavor to go other places. Like Dhruv Maharaj already is going through all the other upper planetary systems, which is normally considered way better than this material world. So in normal conditions, people are endeavoring and hankering for heavenly planets. We should do some pious activities so that we can achieve the heavenly planet, at least for higher enjoyment. Because there are people who realize that the facilities which we are having here in this material world, although we enjoy something, but it is not of pure quality. So heavenly enjoyment is better. But here we can see, if we endeavor for Vaikuntha Loka, all these things we can just see. We can see that, okay, oh, this is there, but I have already got something better, then why should I endeavor for this? So, like, if one has to go to a vacation to a better place, best place, and on the way, if there are a few of those, like smaller places to visit, so he'll always say, okay, I'm going there already. Okay, let's say if I'm going there Disneyland, so on the way if there are some few water parks or something, we'll just see. Anyway, we are going to Disneyland, right? So they'll say, okay, I'm going there. So on the way, if there are something, we'll just see. So like that, Dhruv Maharaj is going to Vaikuntha Lok. So on the way, he sees all those planets, sun, moon, all the devatas, the heavenly planets, Indralok, everything is there. He'll just take a look and go. And this reception, this kind of reception, it is already there in Bhagavatam. Like, now we see in this material world, in our current society, even if any celebrities come, or any politician, or any big man in the society comes, they are welcoming. So in two ways, the people make a part, and they sometimes garland them, they shower flower petals like that. So it is not nothing new they have like discovered. It is already there. But now what they are doing is a very small scale, very small scale. If politician is coming, like in a like India, we may see like if the politician has to come from one place to another. So on the way, if there are any small villages and all, the people will gather in two sides, like to welcome him, to give some reception. If there is any big leader in that village and all, they stop for a few moments and they will just garland them and welcome and go. So, like Dhruv Maharaj, so a great personality is going to Vaikuntha Lok. So, on the way, okay, sun planet comes, yeah, Hare Krishna. So, taking their reception, their welcome, and accepting their offerings. So, like that, Dhruv Maharaj is going. But now, here, what they do? So, only few people will be there. Okay, the general people will be there. So, by that, so in this worldly people, they feel so much like proud. Oh, people are welcoming. But through Maharaj, if someone is going back to God and who is welcoming them? The devatas, the demigods. Usually in this world, to whom you worship, whom general people worship for rain or for some material facilities, okay, they will welcome. So how much glorious it is for a devotee who is achieving such Vaikuntha Loka. So that's why if our endeavor is so high, then we should not look at the inferior things in this material world or within this universe, whatever the things are there. Those will be very much inferior when we endeavor for Vaikuntha Loka or the love of Godhead. And the other point that is what is important here, Prabhupada highlights that when Dhruv Maharaj was ready, although he did not leave that body, but that body itself got transformed into transcendental body. So within this material body, which is made up of this Panchabhuta, okay, earth, water, air, fire, ether. So and mainly our body is considered as earth because we are in earth. So out of the body made out of these things with this flesh, bones, mucus, and all these things, blood, this cannot go to the Vaikuntha Loka. So Vaikuntha Loka is all spiritual. Everything should be spiritualized. So when he started preparing to board the airplane, automatically his body got transformed into transcendental body. No more material body. So that now it is perfectly fit to go. Like here also, even to go to the moon planet or outside of the orbit of this like Earth, they need all these space jackets and all. They cannot go within this body. It is not fit. So what to talk about going out of this universe, material world, the Vaikuntha Loka. So definitely this body would not survive. So it should be a common understanding. So transcendental body. See Suniti also, she also got transcendental body. So they did not leave the body again to get a subtle form of like transcendental body, but they are so glorious that their material body transformed into transcendental body. And with that, they board the airplane and went to Vaikuntha Loka. So like that, Prabhupada also mentions here that Narad Muni has such transcendental body. That with that, he could go anywhere without any restriction. Like for common understanding in this material world, the reporters, the journalists, they have this pass. Just by holding the journalist card, they could go anywhere without any restriction. So to the restricted places also, to the terrorist camps or high security zones which are marked by federal or the central government in some countries. There also they could go because they have that pass, journalist pass. They have the qualification so that they can go. But ordinary people, if they go, immediately they will be shut down. So, like that, one who has the qualification of a pure devotee, one who has got that pass to go, like Narad Muni, with transcendental body and consciousness also. Then people also know that, oh, now he is an exalted devotee. He will not harm. Whether he is a demon, even someone is envious to Lord Vishnu, then also he welcomes Narad Muni. Because he knows that although he is a devotee of Vishnu, but he is equal to everyone. He will not harm anything to me. Okay, so let's welcome. Okay. Anyway, he will give some tips for how to kill Vishnu. So that they are very very much interested. They do not know that there is no tips, but he is welcoming you to come to Vishnu to be killed. So, but they think, Narad Muni, if comes, he'll give some news about where is Vishnu. I'm searching for him. So they will come. So Narad Muni is such a nice devotee. He can go. He has the consciousness, the body also. Transcendental body, transcendental consciousness to travel through anywhere in the material spiritual world and connect everyone with the Lord. के जेनो केनो प्रकार है किसी को भक्ति दे करके by giving devotional services to someone and someone with to give like to raise their enviousness. Okay, tell them fight, yes, fight with Vishnu, try to kill him. So do it nicely. Okay, do it eagerly, do it fast. Otherwise, he'll come and kill you. Okay, make your end around. So he does all those things. So like that, Narad Muni. So we should endeavor for pure consciousness. So ultimately, we may not transform this body, but at least after giving up this body, try to endeavor to get a spiritual body so that we can travel through this material world to the spiritual world. And then Prabhupada very interestingly highlights the role of a mother and how the woman, the mother, can get the spiritual world without much endeavor by doing themselves. So first he highlights that how he instructed and inspired Dhruv Maharaj right from the age 5. When he was a little child, he endeavored, like he inspired him just to practice brahmacharya and practice this penance and austerities. Nowadays, people think that it is better, like I'm a good parent or good mother or father, if I can give much facilities to my child, but like more facilities than I could ever achieve. If I had this much facilities, if I can give more than that, then I feel satisfied, content. That yes, I could do much for my child. And that is most of the time like giving much facilities materially, comfort life, which ultimately spoils the children. So here Prabhupada mentions specifically they should inspire them and encourage them to lead in austerity and penance in brahmacharya life, not that lazy and comfortable life. Right from the beginning, if they practice that, if that is instilled in their mind, then going forward, they'll have that value. Right from the beginning, from 5 years to 15 years, that is the age. Whatever you feed them, that gets imprinted in the brain. Then the whole life, like that, will be a like blueprint for them. Then it is very difficult to change them. Even if they change, that imprint and that habit remains. So what they learn, what their transformation happened during those times. That's why again and again it is said, like Kaumara acharate pragyo. So from the Kumara age, from 5 years, only 5 years to 10 years, the Kaumara Avastha. From there, and who can give? The mother only can give. The children's, the little childs, they get very little association of the father, but they are very much attached to the mother. So I was hearing, like while passing by in Vrindavan, there are sometimes there are kathas, okay, in loudspeaker. One Mahatma was saying, it is not important how the father is behaving with the child, what the father is doing, but it is very important what the mother is doing with the child, what he teaches the son. It is not about the father. And he was giving the example, see Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyakasipu was an atheist, but there is no effect on Prahlad Maharaj. But because of her mother, because she got the association of Narad Muni. She heard Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj. So mother is the best of the contribution in making the life of a child. So they should understand that and make the child a devotee and inspire them and teach them the Bhagavatam and the supreme science so that they can know, along with the surviving factor of like studying all other technologies and science in this current world. Along with that, they should also give. Other guys, they what they give along with the study, they give all kind of sports, gymnastics, okay, and how to become healthy and all this. Along with that, but for a devotee, they should give the supreme science of Lord Krishna, the Bhagavatam. That is the best thing a mother can do with that. And that is there, and that's only the mother's real investment. If he does that, what Prabhupada says, that if the person, if his son, if her son becomes a devotee and he is perfectly situated like Dhruva Maharaj and goes back to Vaikuntha Loka, then the mother doesn't need to make separate endeavor. Whatever the penances and austerities, the advancement in devotion the son makes, because of that, like Sri Suniti went onto the plane even before Dhruv Maharaj, the mother also will get the credit. Now people say, what I can do, what I can do. There are different duties the Lord has already prescribed. If you are a mother, if you take care of the son, if you make your son is a great devotee, then you automatically get the devotional service. If your son gets love of God, you will automatically the Lord will bestow. You don't need to do like every other class we are discussing. Like you cannot achieve. It should be awarded or rewarded by the Lord or the pure devotees. So like here, Prabhupada identifies that because Suniti encouraged Dhruv Maharaj to do devotional services and follow the devotional practice and do austerity and penance. So what Dhruv Maharaj achieved, automatically the Lord gave that to Sri Suniti. That is the glorious system the Lord has made for the women. When they saw their family, their husband, their child, when they saw the husband in doing the devotional services, in worshipping the Lord, okay, they can also get the same. So it is said, Ardhangini means he will get what the husband is already doing. It is not required that in this material world, okay, whatever the husband does, the wife also should. He's saying, I also should be able to do. It is not, if you are already getting, why do you need to do? Like there are services are there. So devotional services are there. So if one person is doing something, the other person helps in that. So the helping person also gets that. So there are specific designated areas which are already demarcated by the Lord. So they get. So the mothers they easily get the results through their son. And lastly, Prabhupada identifies like the difference in glories. Yeah, I think so that we discuss the difference in glories of receiving a Vaishnava in comparison to the worldly famous personalities, like how Dharmaraj went. So in this material world, it may not be whatever they are trying to provide to their children that may not return back to them. Okay, it is often seen the more they do for their children materially, okay, and to make them succeed, it backfires them. They do not care for that. Again and again, they become stubborn. They become very much proud. They say it was your responsibility. You also got the credit that you did all this for me. Okay, so I'll also do it for my child while I return. But in spirituality, when they do, the anyway, when one becomes devotee, he realizes all those like indebtedness And apart from that, the Lord automatically gives. That's the glory of devotional service for everyone who are engaged and who are helping others to be engaged. And with this, I will pause here and will give rest to the Bhagavatam. Today, if anyone has anything to add or any question or any feedback, so in Zoom or here.
What happened to Uttanapad when he went back to Godhead, I think, right? Because they are just saying about Dhruv Maharaj was thinking about mother,
Yeah.
but he did not ask about his father.
Yes, actually, I have not also heard about Uttanapad. So
Yeah, I was thinking after reading that last sentence of the purport, what has happened? Yeah, actually, everybody they get liberated, but they cannot able to go back. God, Sunaji was also equally devotee.
yes,
He was also devotee.
yes. Otherwise, like we can clearly see, like what was the situation and consciousness of Uttanpad, Suruchi, and Suniti. Clearly, there were a difference. Right? So she was more devoted towards Lord Vishnu. She has faith on Lord Vishnu. Although she was not practicing all the penances, austerities, she could not do as a mother. And outwardly, like in this world, the Matajis also feel we also do something like it is not required. She realized that she just made her son so much a good devotee that she could get all those. But Suruchi did not have that consciousness and the faith on Lord Vishnu. Okay, and she was envious of the stepson. But Utanpad and could have got some like better elevated like afterlife. But if when it is not mentioned, then we can just think something. But
like how in Prahlad Maharaj past time what nothing liberated, not back to God, right?
anyway, because see, they are anyway, they Jai Vijay. So after killing, they'll go. So they completed the first time here. So they had already part of that. So they'll go back. But other real demons also, if the Lord kills, like it is a, like whoever was killed in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they all went to Vaikuntha Loka. Hmm? Get liberated. And the liberated means what? They did not stay in material world. They went to Vaikuntha Loka only. They don't go back to God. Demons. But like the atheists who are no. See, it is not go back to Vaikuntha. They have to become devotee and that. No, it is no. From Mahabharata, just I was hearing this last time. Okay, Guru Maharaj was saying in Bhishma Stuti, so Vishnu Dev was saying, everyone who got killed, they were saying, even though Krishna was not right in front of them, everywhere, anywhere they were killed in Kurukshetra, they saw Lord Krishna's smiling face. And because of that, they got Sarupya Murti, just as Lord Krishna's body. But Vishnu gave Krishna gave. So this is your purport then. No, actually see. So why can't they go to Vishnu Loka? If Vishnu kills, what is the difference? See, that's what I. But there are so many, yeah, like our Dantavakra and Yutani. So when they kill, they got this merging only. Kalnak was killed by Vishnu. He came back as Kamsa. Then he was killed by Krishna. Then he went back to Vaikuntha. So Vishnu kills, they get liberated. And there are so many instances also, like in Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is written. When Krishna kills, they get this Sayuja Mukti. Okay, so why do we want this? No, even in for Krishna also it is written. Like what mukti did they get? Like So it is case to case also, like not
Even them, they will be and they only because Krishna killed, they invested in that war. So here, last two life, they were killed by Vishnu incarnation. And they were still here. Krishna will they will go back to God. Krishna will like many demons, Putana, everyone went back to God.
No, if we say that, then Jaya Vijaya is there in Vaikuntha Lok only, where they are.
Huh?
Jaya Vijaya, they are guiding Vishnu only, na. So Vaikuntha Loka, there is not much difference in Golok and Vaikuntha.
If the residents of Vaikuntha, they aspire to go back to Golok. Like who are in intimate prasad, based on the prasad, they
Yes.
come. If there is like if the intensity of devotion increases, then they will be promoted to Golok.
It is there, but sometimes we are discriminating too much. It is like it is often seen that devotees are very much like uninterested of Vaikuntha Loka. No, we don't want Vaikuntha Loka. Only Golok. Hey, if you are not eligible for Vaikuntha Loka itself, then what to take out? Then why is that like this?
For anybody.
So that's why we should understand the gloriousness of Vaikuntha Loka. Not that we say always compare Vaikuntha Loka, like Vaikuntha Loka to Golok, and give the our impression that Vaikuntha Loka is just inferior. We should glorify the exaltedness of Vaikuntha Loka rather than always like saying that from the scripture, yeah, Golok is best. Vaikuntha, I will not go to Vaikuntha Loka. Yeah, what? So, no, that kind of always.
Not insulting Vaikuntha Loka. We are seeing Vaikuntha Loka opulence is there. In Goloka there is no opulence. The village setup. Everything else, like in Vaikuntha Loka, if they want to cook food, they just they use powers and then they use. Just like they have aeroplanes and everything. In Goloka they don't have aeroplanes. Everything is like they have to go only. They have to walk only all the way. So what is the opulence of Goloka is the intimacy with Krishna. So here in the Vaikuntha Loka, the residents don't have that much intimacy with Krishna. They have opulence, they have aeroplanes, everything is perfect. In the Vaikuntha Loka, there is not even a dust of speck of dust in the building. But still Lakshmi Devi takes the broom and just because only by menial service she can attract the Krishna's favor. That's what mentioned in Bhagavatam or maybe I don't know. So, but what is the opulence of Vrindavan is the intimacy of devotees and Krishna. In Vrindavan, Krishna is always with them. They can touch, they can dance, they make fun of Krishna. In Vaikuntha Loka, in case of nature, Vaikuntha Loka, Lord is God and you are the servant. Here the servant, there is no difference between servant, master, and everybody is so close that they don't even consider Krishna as God. That is the opulence of Vrindavan or Goloka Vrindavan. So the devotees on Vaikuntha Loka who actually advance to that level, they will be automatically promoted to Goloka. So if Gopakumar Swastan is there, right? Gopakumar he went to all the Vaikuntha Loka, then he went back to spiritual Goloka. So we are not speculating, we are not saying, we are taking what it is. Some men, Ram Goswami is easy minimizing the position of Vaikuntha. No, he is telling the fact. The intimacy, the amount of service, personal service, the personal reciprocation with Krishna is actually in the whole of Vrindavan. In Vaikuntha Loka, you will be there. Ours is Vaikuntha setup only. Like all the devotees who are come and but personal reciprocation is the opulence of Vrindavan. You are not insulting any Vaikuntha. Another Goswami said that, all the Goswami said that, Acharya said that, that's why and we are not qualified to go to Vaikuntha also. But only by the mercy of Mahaprabhu we are actually aspiring.
जय जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। ग्रंथराज भागवतम की जय।